Hello traders and welcome to another video review. Today is Monday, December 22nd, 2025. Let's take a look at the economic calendar for today. Overnight data were quite limited. We got only People's Bank of China loan prime rate that was set at the same level as expected, 3%, so no change here. Data from the UK, business investment, current account and GDP are the most important data set released from the UK and during the whole London session. GDP in line with the expectations, 0.1%. On a yearly measure, the GDP is in the same 1.3% as expected. Business investment up from minus 0.3% to 1.5%. Retail sales data from Poland are scheduled for release at 10 o'clock. RMPI data from Canada are scheduled for release at 2:30. Core PCE price index data, major data release during the US session are scheduled for release at 4 o'clock together with the PCE price index and personal spending, and that's about it. So very limited data release for the Monday. So without any further ado, let's switch to the charts. We start with euro dollar. Euro dollar for our time frame chart is showing us a test of the technical support at 1.1708. Local low was made a little bit lower, 1.1704. Nevertheless, it's clear that this trend line is being tested yet again. 100 periods moving average is located at 1.1680, and these days, as you can see, after the bearish divergence has been played out, the market went with the momentum lower. It went down as low as 43 points, and these days it looks like it is a time for a little bounce. Nevertheless, this bounce will be limited towards 1.1738. And the whole liquidity and volatility will dry up as the market movements are quite limited. So right now, US dollar tested that the technical line, the trend line, and it's trying to bounce. Nevertheless, the upside is limited. British pound, after the data is moving higher, the next target is located at 1.3455, 1.3445. So that's a 10 pips range. This movement to the upside is made on quite strong momentum, 57 points. Nevertheless, as I said, we are still limited from the highs of 1.3455 to the lows of 1.3310. This is the current range, and the market will be playing the oscillation game up and down around this levels on cable, so no direction here. Something different is going on the US dollar versus the Japanese yen. There is a nice strong breakout out of the channel, breakout out of the above the technical resistance at 157.10, and now this level will act as the technical support. We are very close to the level of 157.90, which is the November 20th high. So we can say that the US dollar versus the Japanese yen is at the highest level since 1 month. Nevertheless, we hit the extremely overbought conditions. Now some sort of the pullback is expected. So all of these levels will now be the technical support, 156.93 and 157.13. So bulls are regaining strength on the US dollar versus the Japanese yen, eyeing next swing high. What is gold doing? New all-time high on gold. New all-time high on gold. You can take a look at the daily time frame chart. We finally broke above the swing high from the October 20th, 2025. New high was made today at 4,420. This is the new high, marginal new high, nevertheless made on the extremely high momentum that hit the extremely overbought conditions. Obviously, the level of 4,354 will now act as the technical support. So the movement to the upside on gold has been revoked, and it looks like the next target for the gold might be $4,500. In that situation, S&P 500 broke above the local trend line on 4-hour time frame chart, broke above the 100 periods moving average at 6,830, and it's trying to move as high as 6,920. One momentum is strong, momentum is positive. Nevertheless, the upside might be quite limited due to the fact that we are, remember, we are just 7, 8, 9 days ahead of the end of the 2025. Nevertheless, bulls are trying to move higher after this correction to the downside. Local technical support might be seen at the level of 6,815. As long as we stay above the level of 6,830, this is the 100 periods moving average, the outlook remains bullish on S&P 500. And last but not least, let's take a look at the Bitcoin. The Bitcoin finally seeing some strength. 89,132 is the current price. The highs from today is 89,626. We have seen a lot of the moving up and down on the Bitcoin. One of the interesting zones is the one that I'm marking right now, that provided very nice technical support during the whole weekend. Now, from the upside, we can see that the bulls are definitely trying to break above those levels here, right? So those levels here, 99,474 and 90,354 are the major technical resistance levels. As you can see, they are located exactly between the trend line resistance and just above the 100 periods moving average. With this kind of a momentum, 58 points, which is positive, not very strong, but it is still a positive momentum. There is a chance that we will get towards this area again. But as you can see, we've been rejected. The price was rejected many times before, so maybe some very nice strong candle is needed for the Bitcoin to go back inside the channel. Let me just extend this line here. There you go. If you want to go back inside of the channel, that's exactly the obstacle. That's exactly the problem. Nevertheless, it's still possible for the Bitcoin to return. Otherwise, we will go back to this local, very, very limited consolidation range, and we will stay like this for quite a few days, because as I said, all of these movements here are the year-end movements right now, so they might be erratic and really made on the low liquidity as well. So please stay focused, stay vigilant, as this movement here to the upside might be quite interesting. That's everything from me for today. Thank you very much for watching this analysis, and I hope I see you guys next time. Take care and bye bye.